God, we need to meet more like this, because I love this table, and I love this angle, and it makes everything better. And the fact that we're at this table means that it's cleaned off to some extent. I mean, at least in the viewfinder, which obviously is enough space to work. And yes, I am working on multiple projects. You can see this might give you a hint of something. How about, not doing it for you? Okay, how about this? Bonk. Yeah, this is a thing that's happening. So, but enough of little teasers. I have, well, something to talk about today. Let's get that speaker cable out of here. Something, well, I have no idea what, because I reach over here and slam it down on the table with authority. We've got a box. It's time for the Bobo Bob box. Part 2, the rebobbiting. Now, basically this stemmed from Bobo Bob has owed me a box for a while. He said he would send me. I mean, owes me, isn't he? Just said he would send me a box, like, literally back when I was working on, we're talking months ago when I was working on the Power Strike 48 and stuff like that. And, only this came to pass because he, he mentioned, oh, the, Wipeout pistol had a bigger brother, and I asked him what I had to do to get one of those, and he said pay for shipping. So not only did I pay for shipping, I threw him a couple of extra bucks, and he sent me a box of stuff he's been saving for a while for me. And I love Bobo Bob. If you did not know, he has a channel. You might be able to find him there, and otherwise he frequents Facebook, and he frequents Reddit, and you could talk to him, and he's a wealth of information, for better or worse. But let's see what the heck we've got in here. Well, we've got a Goodwill thing. Okay. Alright, well. First thing I see here is not worker. And if I open this up, let's see what's in here. I was expecting... So, this stems from Nerm. Yes, of Novacon fame. The funny story goes, back when I was working on the Power Strike 48, Nerm made a really offhand comment to me in a Facebook call, and I was talking about something to do with, like, the worker flywheels and, like, wondering how they worked. Was it, like, had to do with, like, the friction or something? And I believe after that I was just talking about, like, I don't know, I was just talking about super glue or something. He's like, oh yeah, no, put super glue on your flywheels. And it made sense at the time. The idea of putting super glue on your flywheels to increase friction, which, I mean, now we know better, friction actually hurts you. That's one of the reasons why things like, I mean, the worker flywheels work great, but you got stuff like the Dr. Snicka's cages and the new Artifact cages, which you'll see a review of soon. They come with usually, like, just normal flat, not flat, but they come with smooth flywheels, and those happen to work much better. And so I destroyed a pair of flywheels putting super glue on them, and notice my darts barely went anywhere. And you can call me an idiot all you want, it made sense in my head. So these are two perfectly balanced flywheels from Nerm. Now these are just regular Strife flywheels, but they are a replacement set that he guarantees me are perfectly balanced. So thank you very much for sneaking this in Bobo Bob's box, Nerm. These will probably be put to good use. I actually want to put them in the Power Strike 48. We've got a Titan barrel. I don't really know why, but I will be using this. I have lots of uses for Titan barrels, and this is nice to have, so thank you, Bobo Bob, and I've been kind of neglecting this. Oh, let's move this box. We need to take a look at the Elite Colored he picked up at some kind of thrift store for a grand total of $5. Was left out in the sun just a little bit. That's disheartening. A little bit of, you can see right there, that's yellowed, but it is oh, that's broken too. Drat, they did not take good care of this, but this is in fact the Elite barrel break that I have wanted for quite some time. I mean, not that it's, you know, super great or anything like that. I mean, it's still just a barrel brake, but it's the elite kind. It looks amazing. It's just a shame that it got broken right there. I don't know what that's from. Not a big deal. I just, you know, kind of shave it off on the other end and make it look pretty. But these are not very easy to come by, and I'm glad to finally have one. Now I just need to make a Panther shotgun. So that's cool. Now I not only have the one that Clowny sent me, but I have one that I can keep as a, well, whenever I'm probably just going to sand that down and just cut it down a little bit and figure out something to do with these. I mean, these pieces that are all, maybe replace them from the one Clowny sent me, because those are orange too, I believe. The orange is a little bit faded. The paint's seen better, but it's still the elite color scheme. So thank you, Bob. That is awesome. What else we got in here? I did notice something else. It is a fuse fire. It is fuse fire number 2. And I believe he said something about this not working. You know what's funny? I think this broke in the exact same way my original one did from Dart Wars. Because not that you can see it, but when I prime it, it doesn't pull back the arm. That's interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to fix this if it's broken in the exact same way. But still, it's nice to have another fuse fire shell. And finally, it looks like we only have one more thing left in here. Yep. Oh, there is a note. The note doesn't say anything important on it, just has my address. Okay. The final thing is whatever the heck is this thing. And I honestly, off the top of my head, have almost no information on what this is. I don't even know how to prime it. Oh! So it is supposed to be the bigger brother of the Wipeout pistol. And the frick did it just shoot out? Was there a dart in there? What did it just shoot out? Well, I don't know if you saw that, but that is scary as all hell. Oh my god. This is dangerous. Yeah, this is very similar to the Wipeout pistol, except for much, much bigger. Much bigger. Much more comfortable. Looks a lot better. Oh, I can take those right off. Good. What the heck did I just shoot over there into the spider zone? That is gonna bother me. I don't know if... I'm gonna have to ask Bob if there was something important in there, or I just shot a piece of the blaster away. And it doesn't look like it'll be all that hard to re-barrel. And yeah, it looks like it's just a bigger version of the Wipeout pistol. Let's see if I can shoot a foam dart out of it without any kind of modification. Yeah, it will. Not very good. It has barely any seal, but pretty darn good. And it's, oh god, it's comfy. It's very comfortable. So yeah, if I want to modify this thing to just be an absolute home wrecker, which is most likely going to happen, these are of course meant for those like tiny paintballs, which I'm not going to be using, and whatever came out of this thing was like white and didn't splat on the wall, so I have no idea what it was, but you know, really interesting system. I guess it fed in from both sides, and it looks like it might have actually had multiple kinds of hoppers or something like that, or maybe it just has like a storage position. I don't know what that is about. Oh, maybe that's just so you can have it in both like that, so it feeds down into the chambers. I have no information on this thing. I'm sure Bob will correct me in the comment boxes below, but man, that feels really good. This grip is huge. One more time. Just the fact this entire thing pops up. It doesn't really feel like it has the most amount of draw, but it's kind of hard to say with something like this. stuff that in there. Is there a way to, like, ramrod it down or anything like that? Yeah, I can kind of ramrod it down. And... oh, that's deadly. Well, it's too bad I just knocked the chronograph on the floor. I could see how hard this thing cronies stock. Actually, let me fix that. 1 second. Nobody's gonna believe me. Thankfully, I have the footage recorded on the GoPro, but this thing, without any modification, with just taking this dart and ramrodding it down the barrel, pretty much like this, priming and firing it, that was 116 FPS. That's actually one of the lower ones I've hit so far. These things are usually hitting around the 125 mark. That's FPS. Stock. Bone stock. No modifications, not even a rebarreling. This is dangerous. This is absolutely insane. So look forward to a video on this soon. I don't even know if I should make this a tag back or not. This is insane. Oh my gosh, this is again the Predator PR1200. It is kind of like a paintball gun. I don't know if it's an actual paintball gun or one of the toy paintball guns, but these are markers, I guess, as you would call them. But this is insane. Oh man. Thank you again, Bobo Bob. You have outdone yourself this time. Tech Group, I feel like I've seen that logo. Was that on the Wipeout pistols too? I think it was. Not quite sure off the top of my head, but yeah, if you see one of these, buy it. Buy all of them. If you can find them online, buy it. This is absolutely nuts. I may have a new primary here. This might be my Nerf answer to the Halo pistol. Oh gosh, I need to try to cut down one of those super darts and see if this thing handles Stephens any better. I seriously, while I'm fresh-faced, need to try this. So we're gonna take our dart cutting jig here, and let's take wherever we put our beautiful razor blade, which I can't find, so this will have to do. Aha, there we go. One tiny Stefan. We'll load that in there as far as she'll go. And I don't know if this is actually going to lead to an increase of FPS or not, but 115. But again, no modification. I think we have a winner here, folks. I'm Walcom S7's hands. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different one. Oh, what am I going to do with this thing?